Hello. You're watching CGTN live stream, bring you a live stream signal of the core rescue site and the search operation of the China Eastern Airlines plane that has crashed on Monday. I'm now at the core site search area at Tengxian County, Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. Right behind me, they are the search team members. And now it's local time, 3:15. They're making shifts. So you see a group of military forces. They are here waiting to get inside to continue their work. And here there is a box with some items that we have found. Let's take a look. Here. Yeah. At the side, yeah, we can see that they have prepared little space for you. Yeah, we have prepared boxes like this. So when they found important items, they will put it inside. For example, here we can see they are the broken pieces and wreckage of the plane. We have something orange. You see that? Yeah, something orange, and also some other. I can see wires, and something blue and white over here. And over there is an item. It's a metal, I think. I don't know what it is, but it's a metal. It's not plastic. Okay. And I want to point out that today their task, their priorities, first is to continue to look for any possible survivors. The second is to look for the black box. And as I mentioned, these are the military forces. They are the team that has found the first black box earlier this week. So today they narrowed their search area into this area. This is the core area of the plane crash, because they have found some orange pieces of the plane, and we all know that orange is the color of the surface of the black box. Black box is not in the color of black, but in the color of orange. They have found something orange, so they think there is a bigger possibility that they can find a second black box around this area. So they just deploy more personnel here doing their operation. Okay, as you can see, the rugged terrain and the landscape, it is slope here. And now on the camera you can see some boxes and also a big part of the plane. You can see that very clearly that it is the wing. It is part of the wing of the plane. It has been pulled down from the slope and put it on the ground over there, waiting to be carried out for further analysis. And people here, now we are mainly rely on manpower to do the search. They're using shovels, spades, even their hands to look for the wreckage of the plane, especially the black box. Okay, now we are standing on a slope and it's difficult to walk, so I will leave the space for my cameraman so that you can see the search site over there. The slope is really deep. It's about 70 degrees. They're using shovels and spades. And Above them, you can see the bamboo. Bamboo, 那个折断的树. You see that the bamboo sticks, they're very thick, but they're broken from the middle of it, so that it also shows you the strong crash of this plane. And now this is the core search area. Now on the camera you can see some black pieces of the plane. It's a bit far from me. I can't. Okay, what it is?
Paper.
Paper. What kind of paper?
Newspaper.
Oh, sure.
Maybe okay. 是有字儿，是有字儿。
From the screen of our camera, it looks like a newspaper or something. And you see the 看那个帐篷那边. Okay. Yes. A little bit further, you can see the blue tents, and a group of people are waiting there. They are with the red and yellow helmets. They are firefighters. You know, the search team includes different agencies, different departments, including firefighters, military forces, and also we have some experts of civil aviation authorities. And the blue tent is the command center of the rescue site. And you know, I followed a group of military forces here, and they told me that they have hundreds of people taking part in the operation. Okay, we see a member here is digging, right? Using a shovel. He's digging the mud down to see if we can find anything. You know, some of the pieces, they're not just on the surface of the ground, but could be buried very deep. Because the deepest spot of the plane crash is as deep as 20 meters. So sometimes you cannot just look at the surface. You need to dig deeper to find any possible clues and items. For those who just tune in, you're watching CGTN live stream on the search operation of the missing on board, as well as the second black box. We are now at Tangshan County, Guangxi Autonomous Region, bring you live stream signal on CGTN website, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Weibo. Please, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will try to bring you the latest and the closest look at the and okay, I want to explain to you. You know, here you can see everyone is wearing a protective gear, including reporters. And why? I want to explain to you. You know, the temperature today, it goes up suddenly, and now
我看一下，我们现在可以移动位置吗？好，不好是吧？那来，我们往这边来。现在信号有变。
Still yet to be found, and we know that advanced decomposition can bring a bigger risk of exposure of pathogens and the release of hydrogen in the atmosphere. So we need to be very careful. So all the search team members, everyone who comes here, have to change to protective gear. Look at me. We're having boots and the gloves. Actually, we're all sweating. Welcome back. You're watching CGTN live stream on the core search site of the crashed plane at Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region in South China. We are bringing you live stream signal of the very latest of the search for the second black box and for the possible survivors at the site. We are now at the core site. A group of rescue and search team members are working here at the site. Part of them are firefighters with the red and yellow helmets, and also we have military forces, different forces, different groups. They are joining the search operation. And I want to point out that this team behind me is the team that has found the first black box earlier this week. So now their major task today is to look for the second black box. And today they have narrowed their search team to this area, the core area, because this morning they have found some orange pieces of the plane. And we all know that orange is the color of the black box. Black box is not in the color of blacks, but in the color of orange. So they think that there is a bigger possibility That's to find the second black box here. And over there you can see the excavator, the heavy machine is working. And I want to point out that now the search mainly relies on manpower, and we only use heavy machines when we confirm that there is no life sign at the site. So the area where the excavator is located, that area has been cleared. We're sure that there is no life sign over there. So excavator is allowed to get in to facilitate, to accelerate the process. But in other parts of the site, right now you can see, yes, people are standing on the slope. This area, we are still relying on manpower. People are using shovels, spades, even their bare hands for the digging, trying to find any pieces of the second black box. We have a comment, Nadim Hassan from Facebook. What has the cause of tragedy? Yes, this is also what we are looking for. But right now, we need the second black box to help us to find out the cause of the accident. So we are still working on that. And usually a tragedy like this, after a tragedy occurred like this, first is the rescue and search. And then when we got what we need of the items, for example, the black box, any data recorder or something, the second phase is the investigation phase. And after that, only after that, that we are able to find out the cause of the tragedy. But right now, we don't have any confirmed information about that. And about the latest of the developments is that we have found the first black box earlier this week, and it has been sent to Beijing. This is CGTN live stream at the core search site of the crashed plane of China Eastern Airlines. We are at the search site at Tengxian County, Guangxi region in South China, bring you live stream signal of the rescue and search operation and the look for the second black box. We're bringing live stream signal on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, as well as Weibo. Please leave your comments and stay tuned. We'll bring you the latest and the newest updates of the search operation. This search site is surrounded by mountain, so we can only get in by walk, and actually this main site is a big slope. Yes, I'll try to show you. My camera, please pan to me. Yes. 局长可以给我一个镜头，我要说一下这个陡坡。Yes, you can see my cameraman is climbing up a little bit higher, only 1 meter away from me, my cameraman. But you can see how steep the slope is. It's about 70 degrees, I guess. It's almost vertical. And so, you know, the team members had to climb using their hands, climb up to the steep. And you can see here is the root of a big tree, actually. And actually my cameraman is right standing on the root. This is part of the root, and it has already totally got broken down on the steep and lying on the steep. So you can imagine how heavy, how powerful the crash was. And over there, the excavators, over there where the excavator is working, over there is the core crash site. It is the deepest spot of the crash site. It's 20 meters deep. You know, yesterday, because of heavy rainfall, the pit became a puddle and was full of water. So they just pumped the water out. But today, finally, the rain stopped. And I want to point out that so far, we haven't found any survivors, but we are not giving up. We are still looking for any possible survivors. So that's why we can only using heavy machines like excavators only after we confirm that there is no life sign at this area. And at that area where the excavator is working, we confirm that there is no life signs over there. So the excavators are allowed to get in to help to accelerate the digging and the search. You know, because of the heavy crash, the wreckage and the pieces of the plane could be buried very deep down the soil. They're not just scattered around the mountain, scattered on the surface, but could be buried very deeply. So we need to dig deeper to look for the black box and other important parts that we need. And the personnel who are working at URC, they are the team that has found the first black box earlier this week. So now they're working on looking for the second one. You can see they're digging with their shovels and spades. And also you see all the people here are wearing white protective suits. This scene may look a little bit different from previous footage when people were wearing uniforms like firefighters' uniforms and military uniforms, but now everyone is wearing a protective gear, including reporters. And I want to explain it to you why. Because today the temperature goes down suddenly. Now at the site the temperature is about 25 or 26 degrees Celsius. It's almost a summer day. It feels like a summer day. But you know, higher temperature can hasten the decomposition of the human remains that have yet to be found. And also advanced decomposition can bring a bigger risk of exposure to pathogens and the release of hydrogen in the atmosphere. So we are told by experts that we need to be very careful when we enter the core site. And also at the site, I am now wearing a N95 mask, but I can still smell a kind of smell. It's a smell that combines with dirt and mud, and it's something that I can't quite describe. It doesn't smell very. It makes people a little bit uncomfortable, actually, the smell at the site. And also, all the rescue and search team members, they are working in shifts at the site. And the military force personnel in charge told me that they have deployed at least 300 people to join the search operation. But of course, they are not working at the same time at this site, but they are working in separated groups, in separated locations, and they are working in shifts. And each shift lasts only about 1 hour. Yeah, I just saw that someone found something and put it in the box, right? Here at the site, they have prepared plastic bags and also plastic boxes, that once they find anything, they will put them into a plastic bag and to mark it, and then to gather them inside the box and then carry them out for further analysis. And for those who just tuned in, you're watching CGTN live stream. Yes, a group of people have found something. It looks like a driving license from my We're back. For those who just tune in, we're bringing you live stream signal of the core surge site of the crashed plane of China Eastern Airlines at Tongxian County, Guangxi region in South China. And now you can see that workers are at the site putting a huge piece of plastic cloth on the ground. That is because you can see that the difficult terrain here and there is waterlogging over there caused by the heavy rainfall for the past 2 days. So it's really difficult, very, very difficult to walk on the muddy road. We just came from that direction, and sometimes we got our boots stuck in the mud. So we are trying to make the roads easier to walk on. For example, we put a plastic bag, and we can also put some sandbags and bamboo or wooden sticks on the ground to make it easier to walk on, so that the search operation can continue smoothly. And the challenges of the rescue site and the search operation, I think first it's still the weather. The sun comes out today and the temperature goes up suddenly. Now at the site it is almost 30 degrees Celsius. But that doesn't make the search operation any easier than the previous 2 days when it rained heavily, because as you see, all the workers here are wearing protective gear, because experts suggest that higher temperature can hasten the decomposition at the site, which will also bring a bigger risk of exposure of pathogens or the release of hydrogens in the atmosphere. So we need to get ourselves fully protected. And you know, the plane crashed and dropped at this site. The crash was so heavy that the plane was broken into pieces. So many pieces that are scattered around the mountain. And today, we narrowed the search area for the black box at the site, which is exactly where we are doing this live stream. Because this morning, on Friday morning, the team members have found some orange pieces of the plane. And we all know that the black box is in the color of orange. So they think that it is more possible to find the second black box here. So they are now focusing on this area. You see the workers are using shovels, spades to dig. Sometimes they're using their hands. And when they find anything, if they think this this could be an important part of the plane, they will put it in the plastic boxes that they have prepared here at the site and carry them out for further analysis by the experts. And also, once they find anything orange, they will report immediately to the experts of civil aviation authorities who are at the site as well. And the experts will come immediately to check. We'll bring you this live stream signal in South China's Guangxi to bring you the updates of this search operation. I think they have found anything. A worker is, can you see that? A worker is holding something orange in his hand. It's washing it in the puddle. It's
yes,
orange.
Yes.
Yes, it is orange, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
It's orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yes, it's
Can you
orange.
zoom in? Can you zoom in?
Yeah, orange.
Yeah, it's orange.
I don't know. So, what? I don't know this what.
Okay, of course we cannot confirm. We cannot confirm what it is, but it looks orange. Now we see at the site many people are looking at that direction. They're looking, trying to find out what it is. Okay, we need some time to confirm what it is. But we have just found something orange, an orange device. And the site, yes, the site now you're looking at, this is the deepest spot of this core crash site. It is 20 meters deep. And it is the core crash site. We will continue bringing live stream signal of the search operation. Please stay tuned. CGTN live stream on search and rescue operation, the second black box, and possible survivors of the China Eastern Airlines crashed plane at Guangxi region in South China. Okay. And over there you see some blue tents. And those blue tents are the command center of the rescue operation at the very front line of the search operation. And you know, under each tent we have different work groups. For example, we have firefighters, we have military forces. Of course, they are the major forces of the search team. And also we have some technicians people here are using advanced facilities for the search operation. For example, they're using drones. They're using drones to fly up high to scan the whole landscape of the mountain. And then we also have a computer simulation system that can process the data from the drone to have kind of a precise map of this landscape and try to simulate what happened of this accident. So now for the digging and search, of course, mainly rely on manpower, but for other additional work, we're relying on advanced facilities. For those who just tune in, you're watching CGTN live stream signal of the search operation of we're back, bring you live stream signal of the search operation at the crashed site of the China Eastern Airlines plane in Guangxi region in South China. We're now at the exact site of the search operation. It is the landscape here. You can see that it is steep. It's almost vertical. Now we are filming to what is above us. You can see that a group of people, they are mainly firefighters, climbing on the slope, steep slope, using shovels and spades, even their hands, to look for the second black box. Actually, they are not far away from us. I think it's about 5 or 10 meters away. But they look like 2 or 3 floors higher than me because the slope is too steep. And on the ground, you can see mud, you can see bricks, you can see the roots of the tree who were broken and fell down on the slope, right? And you can see the tree leaves. It seems that they were burned. And one team member is holding a white plastic box with him while he's doing this search operation. He's using his bare hands. If he found anything that belongs to the plane, he will put it in the box, and then they will carry the box to the outside to collect them together and for further analysis. And today you can see all the workers here at the site are wearing protective gear, including us. Whoever enters the site needs to wear protective gear like this, because the higher temperature today can cause can hasten the decomposition at the site, and it can bring a bigger risk of pathogens into the atmosphere. So experts suggest that everyone who enters the site should change to protective gear. So we are required to put on N95 masks, to put on protective suits, and also gloves. And when we get out, we need to get disinfected upon returning from the site. Just now, the workers here have found an orange device. We gave you the live signal about that just now, but we cannot confirm what it is. Yesterday, the search team expanded their search area from this side of the mountain, the crash site, to the opposite side. But today, they have narrowed their central search area, because this morning, at this site, they found something orange. And we know that black box is not in the color of black, but in the color of orange. So they are that they need to focus on this area, and if they find anything orange, they have to report immediately to the experts of the civil aviation, who are also at the site working around the clock. And the experts will come at once to check and to identify the object. And, you know, for the past 2 days, it rained heavily, and the whole rescue and search operation once got slowed down because of the heavy rain and difficult terrain. But now, the rain finally stopped, but actually it doesn't make this operation any easier. I came here about 1 hour ago and stayed here for about 1 hour. I'm already sweating all over my body. And it's really exhausting, really exhausting. And also, thing. And now you see the trees, right? Bamboos, actually. Here in it seems that we have found some human tissue fragments. So they are calling for an expert and to collect them and for further work. Okay, I want to show you the landscape here, please, Anthony. Yes, the landscape is the slope. I want to show you this whole area, okay? Okay, let's start from that side. 从那个最开始开头开始. Yeah, slowly but steady. Yeah, over there, the blue tents, that's the entrance of this core rescue site and search operation. That's where we came in, okay? We came from that direction and come here first. You see the excavators, and they're allowed in because it has been confirmed that there is no life signs at that area. So they're allowed in to work in that area to accelerate the operation, okay? And then come a little bit closer. This is the core crash site. This is the core crash site. And actually, it is also the deepest spot of this crash, which is about 20 meters deep. Okay, we're back. We're back. There, what is that? Okay. This area is the core search area we have shown you. And as you can see, we're standing on the slope. It's almost vertical, almost vertical. Actually, me and my cameraman is only 1 or 2 meters away, but it looks like you're on the second floor. And down there, we put all the plastic, the huge piece of plastic here to make it easier to walk on, because beneath it, it's the muddy roads. It's really difficult to walk on. And over here, over there, another group of search teams. They are mainly the firefighters. They are working over there. You know, we have many forces here for different groups here working. So they are in charge of different locations. Firefighters are working over there. And further inside, there are also some team members who are still working. But I want to explain it to you that okay, you know, the plane crashed on Monday, and today is Friday. It's 4 days have passed. We have found the first black box and still found the second one. You know, at the very beginning, at the first 24 hours, it's a little bit difficult for us to have any major progress in the search and rescue operation. Why? I want to explaining to you, because despite that, although the core site is like this, as you can see, but that doesn't mean that the search area can be limited at this site, because of the heavy crash, the broken pieces of the plane and the wreckage. Actually, they're scattered all around the mountain, not only on this side, but could be on the other side of the mountain. 我往上移一下. That's why the firefighters, they're climbing up, trying to reach the top of the mountain. And yesterday they have expanded their search area to the opposite side. So it really takes long time and a lot of personnel to do this work, because you can see that now we're mainly relying on manpower to do this. And we cannot let heavy machines in unless we confirm that there is no life sign. So far we have already held, if I remember right, 4 press conferences, and we haven't found any survivors. Of course, we are not giving up. We are still trying. We're still trying our best to find any possible survivors. And of course, the second black box. You can see there some. It's the wing of the plane. Can you see that? Yes. You know, when they find something which are believed to be important part of the plane, they will put that on the ground. Actually, that wing was discovered on the slope. But then they tried to pull this wing down from the slope and put it there temporarily. And of course, there are plastic boxes over there. You see? Piles of plastic boxes. Sorry, they are used to gather the broken pieces of a plane. So later, these operation team members will carry the plastic boxes out to the headquarters for further analysis. That is how the whole the operation goes. Okay, and here you can see this is the tools that they are using. This one, shovel and spade, like this. They are using this. And just now we have found something orange, but we cannot confirm what it is. But you know, at the site, if they are told that if they find anything orange, they will report to the experts immediately for further analysis and further check. And you know, now every day we have a press conference, and later today we will also have a new press conference to bring the latest. We will bring you the live stream signal of the press conference as well as what we usually do. Please stay tuned for the latest updates of the search operation for the missing and the second black box at the crash site of the China Eastern Airlines plane in South China.这个是什么？我可以开一下吗？这个我看不出来哦。I don't know what it is. It's a small piece of I don't know, something as small like this, and it's blue. It looks like I don't know. Sorry, I don't know, but it looks like metal, not plastic. Now we are doing this live stream on the slope. Sorry, because of the difficult terrain, we can only, pan our camera around. We cannot, go to many different places because as you can see that the signal here, the communications connection here is not very good because it's in the mountainous area. It's a remote area actually, and at the very first beginning the signal was even worse, but now it gets better because we have our communication management department to deal with to support the connection. And also we are using something like a satellite communication base station. It's in the shape of a drone. It can be flew up and floating in the air for 24 hours, providing satellite signal, then transforming into our phone signal to guarantee that we have better connection around this area for the contact of each other. So, such a rescue work really needs the help and support from different agencies. For example, communication and electricity. We have power grid personnel over there under the blue tents, and we have military forces. They are from the national level, deployed by the central government, and also we have firefighters. We have medical staff. Medical staff. Some of them are specialized in, for example, intensive care, in orthopedic injury and burn injury, and we also have psychologists. At this site, actually, we saw some family members of the people on board. They came to this site, and we have the local authorities have arranged personnel to accompany them, to trying to support them, to help them. And today I heard a detail of what's happening here is that when a couple of family members, they walked through this area, and all of the workers, they just suspended their work and then stand silence to the family members. Okay, the time now is 4:30 p.m. here, local time. And you see a group of firefighters, they're making shifts here. And also we need to come to an end of this live stream because the battery of our camera will go out soon. And this is the live stream of the rescue and search site at Guangxi in South China of the crashed plane. This is the ending of this live stream. Please stay tuned for further updates of this operation. Stay tuned.
That's our reporter Weiwei bring us the latest and greatest from the ground from the